Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So I'm doing my last video of the day out here because my fiance is sleeping, but I had this done, so I figured I'd try to get through as much as I could. And we're doing Joan, Jett, and the Blackhearts. I love rock and roll. Mm. Stand and change to dancing. We know that for sure. So that's what we're doing. And if you cross off the A because it's still in dancing, if you cross off the N because it's still in dancing, you cross off the D because it's still in dancing, and you cross off this IN because it's in dancing as well, you're left with STC, and we brought STC down. We got this to go through the stock market. We've got this to go through genetics. We've got this to go through now medical. And I was kind of surprised, to be honest with you, that it's gone through so far. But now I'm not anymore. And in fact, I even have a suspect. So we'll start with ST, and ST ends up being ST, or it ends up being healthcare or medical and healthcare ST microelectronics. Electronics, excuse me, and they deal with semiconductor products and ultra low power STM32 microcontrollers. All right. And if we move on from that, well, no, we're not. Actually, we're still on ST, and ST also stands for St. Fill in the blank Hospital. St. Joseph's Hospital, or I don't think it was St. Elizabeth Hospital, St. something or other hospital, St. John's Hospital, St. Mary's Hospital. You pick it. If it's a St. Hospital, they can hit it with that. I didn't even realize that until I hit a bunch of Saint hospitals. So I just said Saint anything hospital. Literally anything like that they can hit with that. So now if you move on from that, you end up with TC, and that ends up being TC Medical Supply LLC. In TC also you get SB Medical TC Medical Group Partnership for Safe Medications. I don't know about safe medications. I'm not sure if there is a safe medication out there, but a partnership for safe medications nonetheless. So if you move on from that, you get STC, which ends up being South Texas College Division of Nursing and Allied Health, and that was really all you got there. All right. And now they've come up in every search except the stock market, and I'm sure they've got some investments in there, so we've highlighted them. So we're going to keep our eye real close on this South Texas College. All right. Now that gets you through going forwards. Now we're coming back. You start with CT, which ends up being computer tomography. Ends up like a CT scan, a CAT scan. You got a bunch of that. You got Connecticut State Medical Society. You got Connecticut Medicine. So they can hit all that. Um, and so CT stood for quite a bit. If you move on from that, you have TS, which ends up being tuberous sclerosis. Again, symptoms and causes Mayo Clinic. You also get TS Medical USA. But I'm supposed to read the result list because how about this? They can hit the Mayo Clinic, tuberous sclerosis, symptoms and causes, Mayo Clinic. Here you got tuberous sclerosis, TS, Stanford Health Care. So now they can hit Stanford Health Care. They can hit healthline.com, whatever they have on that. You also get Key Medical Publications, TS Alliance. And oh, The cerveza bug, right. Disclaimer, not propagating propaganda. This just happens to be in the results. But I'm not even going to read that one. You'll see it. I'm going to leave the link if you want to scroll through it. It's aggravating to see. The cerveza bug. Medical TSC, medical professionals, TS. You can also get through tuberous sclerosis, uh, Nemours Kids Health, and TS Medical USA, and TS Medical Center Ltd. So you get quite a few things there with that, with TS. So, all right. And if you move on from that, you take CTS, the whole thing coming back, and you get once again carpal tunnel syndrome. But once again, they can hit so much with that. I just realized that. Like if you, I mean, we get told carpal tunnel syndrome come up, and you get that medicine.net, or no, excuse me, carpal tunnel syndrome, and that's on aans.org, carpal tunnel syndrome, so they can hit that. And Wikipedia, which I'm sure, isn't that big of a deal for a quantum computer. But how about medscape.com? There's another carpal tunnel syndrome hit. Orthoinfo, aaos.org, carpal tunnel syndrome, so they can hit that. Anything on that? There's another carpal tunnel syndrome fact sheet, National Institute of Health. Yes, NIH.gov. So they can hit anything on that. Carpal tunnel syndrome, Mayo Clinic, they can hit that again. Uh, WebMD, they can hit that if that's important. Carpal tunnel syndrome, uh, orthopedic medical. And carpal tunnel syndrome, UW Orthopedics and Sports, Washington.edu. So then they can hit anything at Washington University as well. And that gets you through going forwards and backwards in the medical category. And again, that South Texas College, I'm really looking at them. Like they're coming up consistently. We are getting other stuff. But these guys have consistently come up. They've come up in every category. Some of this other stuff simply isn't. I mean, maybe South Texas College is looking at carpal tunnel syndrome or tuberous sclerosis. I'm not really sure, but we're going to keep on going. That's going to be the end of this one. That's the end of medical, and next up will be chemical. I believe chemical will be next. And again, you're dealing with only a 0.29% variance, and you're getting a lot for less than 0.3% of a change. 0.29%. That's not 2.9, guys. That is 0.29. Huh. Uh, Almost 0.3%, but not quite 0.3%. Think about that. 3 letters, less than 0.3%, and all that information is coming out of it. So, I mean, I guess one could argue that it's a coincidence, but we've gotten one so far. So far, out of 3 letters and less than 0.3%, mind you, we've gotten that. And all this. so far, just from 3 letters and less than 0.3% difference in the song. That's all it is. So, and you also get a variance. You also get a different pattern in the charts. So, all sorts of patterns, all sorts of stuff going on with it, even at less than 0.3%, and even with only 3 letters. So we'll see what happens in chemical, and we'll hit the other categories ASAP. So for now, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down when appropriate. Thanks for all your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. Sorry we ran it a little long. There was a little bit more here. And who knows what'll come of chemical. Maybe it won't even go through. I don't know. I suspect it will at this point. At this point, I'd be a little surprised if we didn't go through. It seems like we're gonna, with ease, go through. But we'll see. So for now, thanks for watching, guys. And you guys, for now, have a great rest of your evening.